The Brit Chadashah that goes with Parsha 24 will be Mark 7:1 through 30. The Pishrim and some of the Torah teachers who had come from Jerusalem gathered together with Yeshua and saw that some of his Talmudim ate with ritually unclean hands, that is, without doing their netilat yadayim. For the Pishrim, and indeed all the Judeans, holding fast to the traditions of the elders, did not eat unless they have given their hands a ceremonial washing. Also, when they come from the marketplace, they do not eat unless they have rinsed their hands up to the wrist, and adhere to so many other traditions, such as washing cups and pots and bronze vessels. The Pishrim and the Torah teachers asked him, "Why don't your Talmudim live in accordance with the traditions of the elders, but instead eat with ritually unclean hand?" Yeshua answered them, "Elijah was right when he prophesied about you hypocrites. As it is written, 'These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Their worship of me is useless, because they teach man-made rules as if they were doctrines. You depart from God's commands and hold on to human traditions. Indeed," he said to them, "you have made a fine art of departing from God's commands in order to keep your tradition. For Moshe said, 'Honor your father and mother,' and anyone who curses his father or mother must be put to death. But you say, if someone says to his father or mother, 'I have promised a korban,' that is, as a gift to God, 'what I might have used to help you,' then you no longer do anything for your father or mother. Thus, with your traditions, which you handed down to you, you nullify the word of God, and you do other things like this." Then Yeshua called the people to him again and said, "Listen to me, all of you, and understand this. There is nothing outside a person which, by going into him, can make him unclean. Rather, it is the things that come out of a person which make him unclean." When he had left the people and entered the house, his Talmudim asked him about the parable. He replied to them, "So you too are without understanding? Don't you see that nothing going into a person from the outside can make him unclean? For it doesn't go into the heart but into the stomach, and it passes out to the latrine." He thus declared all foods ritually clean. "It is what comes out of a person," he went on, "that makes him unclean. For from within, out of a person's heart, comes forth wicked thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, indecency, envy, slander, arrogance, foolishness. All these wicked things come from within, and they make a person unclean." Next, Yeshua left that district and went off to the vicinity of Zor and Zidon. There he found a house to stay in, and wanted to remain unrecognized, but keeping hidden proved impossible. Instead, a woman whose little daughter had an unclean spirit in her came to him and fell at his feet. The woman was a Greek by birth, a Syrophoenician. She begged him to drive the demon out of her daughter. He said, "Let the children be fed first, for it is not right to take the children's food and toss it to their pet dogs." She answered him, "That is true, sir, but even the dogs under the table eat the children's leftovers." Then he said to her, "For such an answer you may go home, and the demon has left your daughter." She went back home and found the child lying on the couch, and the demon was gone.